We've been talking about the response that God requires to the gospel in order for us to take advantage of what Jesus did on the cross, of his death, burial, and resurrection for us. How do we take advantage of the gospel? And we saw that response in repentance and faith. But let's think a little bit about faith. What is faith? Well, faith can be described as simply believing God. In Romans chapter 4 and verse 3, we're told that Abraham believed God, and it was counted unto him for righteousness. Abraham believed God, and because he believed God, he received righteousness, God's righteousness, because of it. Now, when we think about believing God, what exactly are we believing? Well, we're believing what God says about us and about our sin, that we really are in a desperate condition, that our sin really does separate us from him, that it really is serious, and that we are really responsible for it. We believe what God says regarding our sin and the penalty for our sin, but we also believe God regarding the answer, that Jesus is the only way of salvation, that because of what Jesus did, that is the only way that we can experience forgiveness. We believe God, and then there's the potential for it to be counted to us for righteousness. In Romans 3:22, it says that righteousness, the righteousness of God, which is by faith of Jesus Christ, unto all and upon all that believe. We receive the righteousness of God by our belief in Jesus Christ, by our faith, which is placed on Jesus Christ. John chapter 3 and verse 16, a very familiar verse, puts it this way: For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Whosoever believeth in him. That is faith, where we throw ourselves upon Jesus as our only hope. There's no backup plan. There's no plan B, C, or D. All of our eggs are in one basket. If Jesus is not the way of salvation, then we have no other hope. That's what faith is, and that is the response that God requires to the gospel.